Hey folks, welcome to Network Marketing Moguls. Every week I bring you somebody that's a seven, what's it called, a seven what? Seven figure. I never know how to say seven figure. I just say $1 million earner, okay? So that seems like it's everybody's target. I want to make a milli. I have a woman here today, Carrie Dickie. She is one of the top, considered the most powerful woman in network marketing. How does that feel?
Not the most powerful
The
woman.
most powerful woman on the planet.
Listen, I'm the most powerful network marketer in this room.
There you go, there you go. Okay, she just wrote a book called Network Marketing, The View from Venus. We're going to be talking about this. It went hot last night on Amazon, okay? It's screeching across the universe. Get your copy today. It is such, first of all, you're an amazing person.
Thank you.
I've only been with you 20 minutes, okay?
Nice
She
to
sends
see
in a
you.
video, tells me her whole story. She comes dressed like $1 million, okay?
Thank
She
you.
brings her brother, right? You're so proud of her, I can tell, dude. This guy's over here
We
about
are
to cry.
tight, man.
You're awesome, okay?
We're tight.
And let me tell you what I most love about you, okay? And then we're going to get into it.
I'd love to know.
That you are an example of success in America.
Thank you.
know? And also, you're for me, you're an example of somebody just using the whole globe, not just their neighborhood.
Absolutely.
So great to have you.
Yeah, thank you.
Who were you before network marketing? Like, where'd you come from? What'd you do?
Wow.
Yeah, tell the
I
story.
was a scared little girl
Yeah.
at 5 years old. I always use this story because it just paints the picture. 5 years old, my mom came to kindergarten to pick me up, and the teacher said she had a wonderful morning, an amazing morning. And we brought out John's birthday cake, and she cried all afternoon, and she would not come out from the back of the room.
Who would?
I wouldn't.
Oh, the teacher's telling you the story.
The teacher is telling my mother.
Okay,
my
I got
mom comes to pick me up
Yeah.
from kindergarten.
Yeah,
They say
yeah.
she has a great morning.
Yeah.
And then it's
And
afternoon,
then she lost it.
and she said Carrie wouldn't come out from the back of the class all day. We all celebrated John's birthday. Grant, I didn't have what it took at that time to
Yeah.
tell them that it was my birthday too, and my cupcakes were in the back. And I just didn't have what it took to come out there and say, hey,
So you were
happy
shy,
birthday to me.
You were shy, or you
I
were
was
introverted?
shy, I was insecure, and what I want to tell you is
How old?
5.
Okay.
I wasn't born that way.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no way. We're
No,
born
no, that's
full,
right.
perfect, and complete. I
Totally,
was
totally,
not born
totally.
that way, but somewhere along the way, I lost it,
Uh-huh.
and I let the world define me. I was terrified, and it kind of lasted till I was about 48 years old.
Yeah. No, I'm
Lasted
with
a
you.
long
I'm
time.
with you. See, I'm in agreement with you. I think something happens early on.
It does.
Do you know what happened?
Yeah, the world got to me.
Uh-huh.
Honestly,
It found-
I looked in everybody else's eyes
Right.
for my greatness.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't recognize that God made me for greatness and that all I needed to do was love myself. I had
Yeah,
no
yeah,
idea.
yeah.
And it has taken me, it took me almost 5 decades to get
Mhm.
there. First grade, I'd sit there in the back of the class. They put up addition. I got it. 2 + 2 is 4. 4 + 4 is 8.
Yeah.
And then I learned subtraction. And then they started taking the big numbers from the little numbers.
Yeah.
And I didn't get it.
Yeah.
And I literally would feel my eyes well up with tears. And the teacher said, she is so smart. She gets A's. She's so enthusiastic. But whenever we put a new concept on that board, Carrie cries.
Uh-huh.
And I'll tell you, social media, I wanted to cry.
Yeah.
I didn't get it. I'm a dinosaur. in
Yeah,
social
so look,
media.
here's the deal, okay? Because I know your deal right there.
You
It's
do?
called out gradient. They passed a gradient you were comfortable with.
Oh, got it. That's right. That's right.
So
Yes.
anyway, well, I can show you the whole
So I had
social
to
media
bust
thing.
out of my comfort zone.
You're going to be freaking awesome on social media.
Really?
Oh, dude, it's so easy.
Okay. Well, I'm
See,
working it.
What I do is I just always simplify things. Like I'm like, okay, because when I saw social media, I'm like, this freaking so complicated. And then I
Yes.
realized, dude, social media is made up of idiots.
Wow.
So it's got to be simple.
I love
The
that.
whole world's doing it, right?
Absolutely.
So,
Everybody's doing it.
so if I can just reduce things to idiot status, then I'm like, I think I can compete here.
Me too.
Yeah. So, okay, so you're 5 years old. What are mom and dad doing? Because I'm interested in what
they're
you're learning from
home.
them.
I had a two-family home. Let me tell you
Yeah.
what they taught me. How to work.
Uh-huh.
How to work. Ken and
Uh-huh.
I have been talking about that since I've been with my brother the last couple of days. Is thank goodness my mom and dad taught me how to work.
And what were they doing? What kind of work?
Well, my mom was home for
Yeah.
a lot of the time. My dad worked his tail off in food service business.
Okay.
Just food service management.
Middle class family?
Yeah, middle class family. And my dad worked so hard, and he traveled a lot, and he wanted the best for us.
Yeah.
And, that meant he wasn't around that much.
Yeah, so he wasn't working for the money. He was working just to make enough to make the ends meet.
Yes,
And,
absolutely.
That middle class
Absolutely.
kind of grind out.
Yes, absolutely. He worked his buns off. He worked hard.
So when they look today, you went to school,
I did.
high school, college.
I went to the University of Colorado in Boulder, got a
Okay.
degree in advertising. But let me
Okay.
tell you, when I started to go to school, the summer before I entered college, I wondered, like, are they going to speak in a foreign language where I'm literally going to sit in the front? I always sit in the front row.
Uh-huh.
And I thought, I'm going to sit up there and I am not going to understand the language. I'm not going to know what they're saying. And how am I going to pass tests? And then how am I going to get out of school and get a job if I can't understand what they're saying? And I showed up first day, Western Civ. I understood what he said and I got it. And I graduated from the University of Colorado Boulder. And I had no idea what I did want to do. I only knew what I didn't want to do. I did not want to be a TV reporter. I did not want
You'd be
to
a good
be
one, though. You'd be a good TV reporter.
I don't, not back then.
You'd be good at Fox. You'd be good at, you know,
Really?
yeah, oh, yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
You got the whole look.
I don't know. Thank you.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
But I had so much insecurity and I had so much self-loathing, and honestly, I don't know why. It's just, I think it's something that happens to us and we're just constantly looking.
Look, when you start talking about self-loathing and shyness and introversion, and then you talk about network marketing,
I know.
it's like, dude, oil and water.
You know what?
So
You heard about my first network, right?
Tell me.
When literally I'm young. I mean, I'm a late bloomer, so I was about 31.
yeah,
And I'm out at these airports, you know, Orange County Airport, at a time when there was no security. So you could go right up and watch a businessman get off the plane.
right.
And I would go to the mall, and I would stop people that looked like you. Nice suit, good-looking guy. I'd say, excuse me, sir, would you consider yourself to be an open-minded businessman? And they always said yes. And I said, well, listen, I'm in the process of expanding my, what did I say, $50 million company to a $200 million company. And I had no idea what that meant. It didn't matter. I was on fire, and that's what someone told me to say.
Right.
And I said, and I'm looking for a few good men. And here's the funny part. I never stopped women. I didn't think they could get me anywhere.
Wow.
Which is crazy because my entire team is women today.
Wow.
Most of my team. My guys will be resemble that.
Yeah.
My guys will resemble that. But I have an amazing team of women, but I would stop these men and I would
Now,
say,
so you were prejudiced, a bit prejudiced then. You were
what?
sexist.
I was
I mean, you weren't stopping women.
insecure, and I felt like if I'm not a strong woman, probably there aren't any.
Oh,
I don't know. Somewhere in my mind, I thought it was
right.
going to be a man.
Right.
I worked at Bennigan's as a waitress all the way through college. I bartended, and I thought that it was going to be the businessmen that were going to see me. And I was like, I'm not a leader in my mind. I'm not a leader, but I'll tell you, I will run for you. You need to hire me.
So how were you doing that though? If you consider yourself, so you didn't have a great sense of self. How are you doing that with businessmen in the Orange County?
You know what? I always, you fake it till you make it. And I don't mean that, and I just mean that, you know, when someone tells you what to do, you do it. And they tell you to go talk to people, and you do it. And I didn't have a warm market. And here's the thing.
So what was driving you to do something that was so uncomfortable to you?
My drive was when I was selling books door to door, I learned that 80% of the 80-20 rule. 80% of the people do 20% of the work, 20 do 80, and then there are the 1%ers. And I burned to be a 1%er. I mean, my pits were on fire to be a 1%er. You know, I couldn't breathe to be a 1%er.
Too much information on the pits there. Too much information.
Okay,
but I
we'll
like the
cut that
1% thing. You know, what Carrie's telling you is this, you know, get in the 1%. You guys got to quit thinking about the top 20, the top 10, the top 5. Dude, be a 1%er. Why do you think they get so much hate?
Yeah,
They're protected.
I don't get any hate.
You don't?
No.
You got to get it.
No, not much.
Then we got to get you out there, girl.
No, okay. All right.
You want
Really?
You want to blow your deal up?
Get some haters?
There's nobody me and you know the name of, okay?
Really?
That doesn't have haters.
Okay.
If we all know their name, if everybody watching knows their name,
Maybe I have a couple. But
Jesus.
Yeah.
Had a
Yeah,
few
that's
haters.
true.
Let's
Yeah,
nail him
you're
up. Let's
absolutely
nail him
right.
up, man. Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
Let's kill him.
Yeah,
Okay?
that's true.
These people are
true.
game changers. You got to have haters, folks. Okay. We come back from break. This is Carrie Dickie. Okay, she's one of the top network marketing leaders in the world. Also a woman. Also a woman's team. Also worldwide. Her team's going to do $36 million.
More. 50.
Sorry, $50 million.
It's gone up since I said that.
$50 million in revenue this year. And she's going to come back. We're going to talk about network marketing, what works, what doesn't, her pluses, her minuses. Stay with us. You're watching Network Marketing Moguls. Hey, welcome back to Network Marketing Moguls. Grant Cardone here. I am with the beautiful, the powerful, the most incredible Carrie Dickie, author of Network Marketing, The View from Venus. This book is on Amazon right now. I want you to go to Amazon right now, this second. Don't delay. Put the show on pause and buy the book, okay? If you've ever been in network marketing, failed in it, quit at it, you're going to cover all these things.
Oh, yeah.
Why people quit,
Got that.
why
Absolutely.
they fail, why they don't make it, but it's a pyramid.
Yeah, right. Sure. Everything's a pyramid, Grant. Are you kidding me?
Tell me.
Because if you're a janitor, you're never going to be the CEO.
Yeah.
If you're a middle manager, you're never going to be the CEO of your corporation, right? Nobody's ever going to make more money than you, Grant, in your business, right?
No, they
Or
could.
it'd be messed up. Well, okay.
Anyway, I mean, yeah, I guess you're right. I just need another
It's
business.
all good.
Right?
It's all good.
Yeah, yeah.
You're promoting network marketing.
So I don't understand. Everybody's like, first of all, you guys know I do this show because I love network marketing. Okay,
Yes, I hear you say that.
I love it. I mean, I love it. I love the multiplication. I teach my daughter, look, don't worry about adding and subtracting. Worry about multiplying.
Yes, wonderful.
Okay,
Wow,
adding and
that's good.
subtracting are too slow. Multiplication is
Yes,
it's an advanced form of adding and subtracting. And by the way, you should never subtract. You should just add
absolutely.
and multiply.
I like it.
Right? So the goal, like you talked about, there's the pyramid. The goal is to be in the top 1% of that pyramid.
But I'll tell you something. You can get in down here, and
Yeah.
you can make more money than the guy at the top. You can.
Well, you
because
can-
if that guy at the top doesn't act, he may have a position up there.
Right.
But you have to do certain things
Yes.
to make the money.
Yeah, so you're saying these guys up in this quadrant could actually make more money than the guy that founded the company.
Absolutely.
No doubt about it.
Absolutely. In fact, in my company,
Yeah.
I believe the biggest income earners haven't even signed on the dotted line yet. Honestly, truly. in
You
my
believe the bigger earners.
the biggest earners that this company will ever have that I'm involved in have not even signed the distributor agreement yet.
So
I
you,
truly
so the
believe
old
that.
adage is you got to get in early.
Yes.
You're
It
saying
helps
that's-
you. It
yeah.
helps you. Now, I'm not going to lie. It does help you.
Yeah.
But there's this thing called personal momentum that you create.
Right,
And I
right.
create personal momentum when I go into yoga.
Yeah,
I create
yeah,
personal
yeah.
momentum when I go into a spin class.
Uh-huh.
And in this business, it's very important that you're creating personal momentum.
Uh-huh.
And if your personal momentum should coincide with that of the company,
With the company's surge.
heck yeah,
Yeah,
that's like
Yeah,
the
I
incredible
talk
thing.
about surges. I
Yes.
operate in surges. So you're talking when you go to yoga or Pilates or
Yes.
spin class or your business.
Yes,
You want your personal.
I'm putting my momentum in there, and I'm going to take people with me.
Uh-huh.
But my energy, coupled with the timing of the company, is what will propel you to the top. So you definitely don't want to join a company that everybody already knows about.
Uh-huh.
But my feeling is, listen, I don't care, put me anywhere.
But I
Doesn't
mean,
matter.
really,
Put me anywhere. I mean, I want to be I'd love to be involved in the first 150,000 people in the company.
Yeah.
But you can be the first 150. If you don't do anything, you're
It doesn't
never
matter.
getting to the top.
Yeah.
Even if you have people under you that go,
Uh-huh.
you have to. The marketing plans are set up. You don't just sign up one or two and make it all the way. No way. You have to work. You have
Yeah.
to grow because your business will never be bigger than you are.
Your business will never be bigger.
That's right. My business couldn't be big when
Yeah.
I was 31 years old,
Uh-huh.
knocking on the door, meeting the people. I wasn't big enough to handle it.
Yeah.
And even when you
yeah.
get big, you get a business. If you're not big enough to handle that business, it will go away.
So
Which happens
okay,
big.
so I say people don't have network because they don't work on their self worth.
That's right.
Do you agree
That's
with that?
beautiful.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So your
Personal
business can never be bigger.
than you are.
So you would say then, I mean, if I was hearing somebody mentor me on that,
Yes.
then I mean, what I would take from that is, dude, I need to work on me,
Yes.
not just my business.
You need to dig deep.
Yeah.
And for me, that starts every morning. And it started this morning.
Yeah.
Where do you want me to go? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to say? And to whom? Where do you want me to? I'm connecting, right?
Yeah.
And I want to be of service.
Uh-huh.
I am not here. For me, Grant, I'm not here for money.
Yeah.
That's a byproduct.
Yeah.
I am not here. I'm here for God. I'm here to teach, train, motivate, and help people be the people that God put them here to be. I didn't know how to do that.
Right, but when I said, hey, you're going to make 36 million this year.
I was excited.
No, you said, no, I'm making 50 million this year.
Right on.
Okay, so give
You
me,
know why?
explain to me those
Throwing the ladder down, baby, because if this waitress,
two.
bartender,
Okay,
fitness
so you're saying,
instructor-
look, I can pray, God, hey, show me what I'm supposed to do. Who
Yeah.
can I serve? How can I help? But then all of a sudden I bring up the money and you get excited too.
Yeah, treat and move your feet, man. Pray hard and move. Get into action and show people what's possible. Because you know what? Like I said, if a waitress, look, if you got into network marketing, you're great Cardone, right?
Yeah.
I got into network marketing. I was nobody, and I didn't even believe I was anybody.
Yeah.
But I worked hard. I dug deep.
Right,
and I became somebody in my own brain. Like I got to do this.
Yeah.
And now today I throw the ladder down. And I can't even believe you're allowing me to share my book. You know, we don't need to do I'm just saying that.
No, we do need to do it. Okay. All you authors out there, you guys that are,
Stop.
you speakers, you guys should promote your stuff. Unless it's not good.
You know what?
No.
That is good.
Then you got to tell everybody. You
know
have an
what I
obligation.
Every morning from November 3rd, 2014 to February 26th, I finished 2 days early. My goal was the 28th. Finished 2 days early. I wrote, I got kids, I got a dog, I got a husband, I got a loud house.
Yeah.
I got business, and I sat down and wrote that book for an hour and 15 minutes every day, and I just said, where do you want me to go? What do you want me to say? I put that book together, but dude, publishing is hard.
Give me Celebrity Soul right there, okay? Because your God's slower than mine.
Oh,
This took me 3 hours to write.
what?
I wrote this book in 3 hours. That's why I'm saying your God's slower than my God, okay? I don't know what took your God
Okay,
so long.
are you just giving this to me to talk about, or do I get a copy?
No, I'll give you a copy, okay? But I'm going to put in here, my God's faster than your God.
Do it. And you know what? You just inspired me.
Yeah. So let's talk about
Okay, thank you.
mistakes, okay? What are the mistakes people make? What are the mistakes you make?
The mistakes
The common
that people
mistakes
make,
everybody
the
makes.
biggest mistake people make is they get in and they do not treat it like the multi-million dollar business that it is.
Yeah.
It costs them less than $1,000 usually to get involved in something like this. And instead of going to Hamburger University on Monday, like you would if it were McDonald's, they go to the gym, they get their nails done, they take their dog for a walk, and forgot that they signed up on Friday to build a multi-million dollar business that can take them all over the world.
Right.
They
Do you
forgot.
think that is because the cost of entry?
It's so low.
Yeah.
The barrier to entry is nothing. If someone wants $1,000, they can find $1,000, right? They can find $1,000. And sometimes it's even less. And that just doesn't seem like it could be serious. And my book will set you up to know all of the obstacles that you're gonna find.
So number one, like people, they buy books and they only spent, guys looking for a deal. What's the deal in the book? Dude, the book's freaking $30. What does it matter? $30, $40, $15. I mean, what's it matter? You're looking for millions.
Yes.
You got to have a reason when you go into something.
My dad read the first 40 pages. He goes, "Hun, you need to give this to anybody that's looking at your business, and they get done with 40 pages and they decide I'm in or I'm out. I either want to do the work or I don't." It lays out everything, and it lays out all of the myths about this industry. One of them being, "Hey, listen, man, you just put in a couple people, they take you to the top." It simply is not true. And I ask people,
so what is true then?
What is true is you ask people, what would it take in the business that you're in right now, waitressing, bartending, what would it take to create $1 million a year? And what do they say? They say, there's absolutely no way I could make $1 million a year, and no way. And I say, well, what would you be willing to do in the business that you're in now to create $1 million a year? It's about belief. It's just they don't believe it's possible. But here's me. I look and I say, listen, if that one did it, and that one did it, if anybody did it, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it better. I'm just
So
gonna do it.
what you're saying, whether she knows it or not, she's saying do the math. I was talking about do the math. She's telling the waitress, look, right now you're going to make $30,000 a year. You got a kid. Your dad, your sugar daddy left you. He walked away. He ain't even a man. And do the math. You have no chance of making 30 grand a year.
Exactly.
So what would you do to make $1 million?
And you've got to be willing to go. I mean, listen, my husband, when I built this the first time, the first big one, and I haven't been involved in very many at all, but my husband traveled internationally. And I remember one time it was 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm in my sweats, I'm in my uniform, in my office, pounding the phone, and I look at the clock and I got 2 kids, toddlers. My husband's gone. And I realized one has a soccer practice in one city, one has a soccer practice in another city. At 4 o'clock, I got a meeting at 7. Now, most people would say, you can't do it. And I say, oh, yeah, I can. I got a ride for this one, took him down the street, said, you're going to walk in this house. This is your bed. These are your stuffed animals. I picked him up at 10 o'clock at night after arranging rides, coming back from my meeting, And I did walk down the street, not saying I would get the Mother of the Year award for this.
Right, right.
But I walked down the street saying, I hope I haven't scarred my children. And we laughed, and now mommy's working, you know. You got to do what you got to do. I didn't
Whatever
do that
it
every
takes,
night.
man. It's about priorities, okay?
But
So
single mom can do it.
Yeah, totally.
Anybody can do it if they make a decision
Yeah.
that I will until. And that's another mistake people make. They overestimate what can happen in 1 to 2 years. Yeah, overestimate what can happen in 1 to 2 years, and they dramatically underestimate what
the
can
upside.
happen in 3 to 5. If you give it 1 to 2, forget it. It's I will until.
Yeah.
And that's what I did when I was young.
Stick and stay is bound to pay. That's what my mom used to tell me. Stick and stay is bound to pay. Okay,
I like it.
so guys, this
I'm
is
going to R&D that.
Carrie
Copy,
Dickie.
duplicate.
That's good. And get credit.
And get credit.
Carrie Dickie, network marketing mogul. Okay, your team's going to do how much this year?
We're going to do what we're going to do. We're going to do 4 million. We're going to do 50 million or more.
50 million or more.
50 million or more.
What's the demographic of your makeup of your business?
Gosh, you know, I've
Partners.
got everything from the millennials. I mean, I see really young people, and they don't want to do what we did as baby boomers. They're like, they're not even going to go down that road. They're not even buying cars.
No,
They're Ubering everywhere.
They know.
So I've
They're
got
smart.
young
By the way, the
people.
millennials are very smart.
Very smart.
Very smart.
Very
group of people.
smart. Yeah, and then all the way to, seriously, people in their 70s.
Mostly
never
men,
know.
mostly women.
Well, my team, the leaders are mostly women.
International, American.
International, we're in 11 countries. You know, we're a relatively young company. In 11 countries, but I have some countries that just use the product, and then I have places where I have a foothold. You know, where I have leaders that are established. So it'll take you all over the world. I don't know people everywhere. I've got people
We
everywhere.
got friends in Miami now.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
it's exciting.
Carrie Dickie, the book. I want you guys to get the book right now, okay? I know you've already considered network marketing. Who hasn't?
I don't know.
You know,
Lots.
network marketing, View from Venus. Why'd you call it the View from Venus?
I'm glad you asked me that. Thank you for asking. And I want everyone to know it is a manual for men and women, but men and women who want to elevate the industry of network marketing. Because granted, it drives me crazy when people say, oh, is that one of those things where you bring in your brother and your mother and your sister and you go make money on them? I'm like, hardly. That's not how I feel. I want people to go, oh, network marketing, awesome. You know, and some people do, but most people have the stigma, and it's because people overpromise and underdeliver. They exaggerate incomes, and I can't stand that. When I was making $500 a week, I was as excited as when I was making $20,000 a week. Because I believed if you could make 5, you could make 20. I mean, my first check, you know, little, you know, $20, and I was like, oh my gosh, they paid me.
Right.
Yeah. So people overpromise and underdeliver.
So, look, you guys, you hear the stories about the people that are successful, okay, in network marketing. You hear about the people that are successful in business. You hear, I know people successful on Wall Street. You know, you need a degree, you need to go to Cornell, you need big connections. It's going to take forever. I know successful doctors. I mean, I know people that write books that never make a penny doing it. I know people that write books and they make a lot of money. It's the question, and what Carrie's saying, what I got is learn how to work. You love to work.
I love to work.
I can tell.
I love to play. Love to work, love to play.
But you wouldn't like to play forever.
No.
You'd be like, it's time for some
No,
more
I
time.
need to be motivated.
And you retired your husband from Ford.
I did.
That's awesome.
I did.
Okay, what's he do now?
My husband is awesome, and he's actually starting to work with me in the business, believe it or not.
Because he can't be retired.
Yeah, but he's a Scotsman. You know, they're
What does
like
that mean?
really skeptical.
Oh,
It took him years.
He's a Ford guy, man.
Well, Mazda/Ford. He's worked
That's
for all
even
the
worse.
car companies.
That's even worse. Okay.
Yeah.
Always sits in the front row. Always sits in the front. Her earlier prejudices, her sexism against women, making it was really about herself. It wasn't about the women. Okay, which is what I think people say about network marketing. They're really hating on something they don't understand.
80% of the people that sign on the dotted line in the U.S. are women.
Yeah.
Women love to love. Women love to laugh.
Women are the best learners, the best business people, the best salespeople, and definitely the best network marketers. And I have one of the best right here. Hey, Grant Cardone, Miss Carrie Dickie, okay, the name of the book, it's at Amazon right now. Go get it. Get it while it's hot. I mean, it's literally, when you order it, they're going to have to cool this bad boy off at the press. Because the ink's still just like, wow, man. They can smell it. They can smell it, man. Venus.
It burns your fingers.
Yeah. So order the book, get it today, and then I want you to read it within 24 hours. I don't want you to take 24 days to read it. Just eat it, Consume it one night and then give it to somebody else. Sign it for them. Great book, awesome interview.
Thank you
You're
so
awesome.
much.
And
Thank
she's a
you.
great example. I want you to be the example this woman is for giving people jobs, giving them an opportunity for making money, and most importantly, for serving a greater purpose.
Throwing the ladder down.
Throwing the
baby.
ladder down, baby.
Throw it
Pulling
down.
people
Throw
up,
it
okay?
down.
All right. Thanks a lot. I'll see you next week.